In medicine, as in life, there is a time to fight and a time to surrender. A time for science to pursue a cure, and a time to value life remaining and play the cards we're dealt, in peace, free from struggle. As adults, we accept the inevitability of our passing. But where our children are concerned, death is the supreme injustice. We are paralyzed by the very notion of young life shortened. The experience of losing a child to illness is one we were not intended to endure alone. We cry out for God's mercy and beg for clarity. And our most desperate desire becomes, if this must be, then let the last chapter of life be a painless one. This was the vision of Richmond area pediatrician Bob Archuleta to establish a program of hospice care for dying children of families in Central Virginia, an idea called Noah's Children.
It comes to a point where there's really nothing more that we can say, but there's a lot that we can do to support that child and to support their families. Is going to enable that family to continue to care for that child as well as care for the rest of the children in their family and care for one another.
But it'll be a long, long way before I die. Maybe 100 years.
Isis has a genetic condition called spinal muscular atrophy. Basically, it's an all-over muscle weakness. Her lungs are affected the most, so she does know that eventually she will go to heaven, and she won't be sick anymore. Noah's Children does all kinds of stuff for me and my family. So we have a nurse that comes in that checks on Isis. Dr. Archuleta comes out and helps to maintain Isis's pain medication and keep a check on her when things are going on.
Mom never gets scared. She has to stay strong for Isis.
And I'm able to call them anytime I need someone to talk to or vent. Like a second family to us.
I don't want to leave my mother.
We don't always get what we wish for and what we pray for with our children. Sometimes they live and sometimes they don't. Sometimes the healing that occurs is at the time of death. I know that from my own personal experience because I went through that with my own child.
I felt a sense of relief that I wasn't going to have to go through this alone, that I did have people to help me who understood and who wanted to help, and it wasn't just me out there.
But the way that Noah's Children helped me personally with that was, like I said before, just having someone to talk to. Just getting to talk to someone who has seen other people go through the same situation and just to give me tips on how to look at things.
Thank you, Noah's Children.
There are 500,000 children in our country who live with a life-threatening illness. 52,000 of these children die each year. In Central Virginia, there are 3,500 children living with a life-threatening illness, and 400 of these children die every year. Children don't fear death like we do as adults. They haven't really gotten that far away from God.
I don't have an idea of what's going to happen, but they all say that there's a heaven, so I'm guessing, yeah.
your gift to Noah's children would be welcome and cherished. You can be certain it will go far. How far? As far as it has to.